This episode of King of the Hill is not only the first episode I ever saw, but it also is a very heartwarming episode that has stayed with me all these years.
Hey, Boomhauer. I'm sorry you didn't get to see your mother. Hey, man, you want to talk about sorry, man. I'm a dang old steward at them dang born again.
This episode from season 4 is titled Happy Thanksgiving, and it's honestly applicable not just to any holiday season, but just to life in general.
4 hours stuck on the tarmac.
In this episode, through a series of mishaps, all the characters we care about get stuck at the airport during a storm. And you can tell that turkey scene I showed at the beginning was before 9/11, because now after that unfortunate event, something like what happened to Hank could totally happen to all of us. But at the end of the day, why does this ending stick out to me?
Just the worst Thanksgiving ever.
There's that old saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And this ending is a very good way of portraying that.
Come on, everybody. We've all got a lot to be thankful about. It doesn't matter if we're in Montana or California or Miami. The important thing is we're all together, so let's have our Thanksgiving dinner.
Sure, they all missed their flights, and the food court's not even open, but let's do the best that we can. We have each other. Let's try to just have a little bit of a celebration.
I've got a stick of gum. I was saving it for the airplane, to pop my ears.
What I love about this situation is that Hank Hill steps up and leads and gets everyone out of their blues. The gum thing always cracks me up. I remember even when I was 10 and I watched this for the first time, it just cracked me up so hard. It's like, how can you share a piece of gum? That many people at the table. But sometimes it takes a little bit of action like that. And other people can say, oh, all right, I appreciate this. Let me try to contribute. Anything helps, right? Or someone might say, oh, I got something good I can contribute. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of action. It actually really fulfills what chaos theory has shown. Chaos theory, a little butterfly somewhere can cause a storm somewhere else. Sometimes it takes a little ripple. A little ripple will cause a wave. So despite the little absurdity in Hank just offering his gum for everyone, one piece of gum for everyone, it causes a chain reaction, which you'll see.
I have some leftover pizza from Papa Capone's.
Yeah, man, I got them dang old airplane nuts, man. I got them dang old bags of it, man. That's about all I got.
That Laotian neighbor of the hills often has problems with the 4 main characters. So in this crucial moment, he shows that underneath it all, we can still put aside our differences. And then Boomhauer has an extra funny bit because earlier in this episode, he's trying to hook up with the stewardesses. And it looks like he struck out, but they gave him a big bag of peanuts as consolation. So that's kind of funny. He got something out of striking out.
I have a can of yams.
I guess cold pizza's better than nothing.
It doesn't have to be cold.
And this is where something payoffs from before. Earlier in this episode, Hank has a can of propane because, as you know, Hank is a seller of propane and propane accessories. So there's a whole shenanigans involving him bringing propane to an airport. Again, guys, this is pre-9/11, so I don't think he can do that anymore, but he brought a can of propane to the airport. So now, all those shenanigans pay off. I have to give Carl Haber, screenwriter who taught me screenwriting, a big shout out in this concept of a plant and a payoff. So let's see how this pays off.
Okay, as is tradition, I will now carve the Thanksgiving pizza.
And that final shot, that extreme wide shot of them sitting at tables and eating what they have, stuck to me when I was a kid first watching this. And even now, as I'm showing you guys the scene, it's still so heartwarming. I don't know if you guys can feel what I feel. I gotta give big props to the animators and probably the people who directed this episode and Joe Boucher, who I know worked on King of the Hill. That extreme wide shot, man, it just captures airports closed, flights delayed, but those people, they have each other. Such a beautiful, beautiful way to end the episode. Being able to appreciate each other, being able to make the most of the situation is such an important reminder, always. And beyond that, what I love about how King of the Hill portrayed this is that you can do it and involve the community. Yes, yourself, yes, maybe even your nuclear family, it's important. But We are a social creature that extends beyond our immediate relations. The reason why King of the Hill is such a great show is that it's not just showing Hank or showing Peggy or showing Bobby or showing Luann. It's also showing Hank's friends. It's showing their neighbors that they sometimes don't get along with. Lots of great minor characters. And often the events involve heartwarming situations with the community. You can get past the southern drawl. King of the Hill stayed what The Simpsons started out as.
With those sugar packets, these pats of margarine, some leftover pizza crust, and that propane grill, I can jerry bake us up a Brown Betty.
Well, you do make the best Brown Betty in
Yes, I do.